Hey guys, welcome back to a very quick episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at Advanced Micro Devices, AMD. The stock is up roughly 8%, and at one point it jumped dramatically over 10% after some reports that Microsoft and AMD are collaborating. So in today's episode, I want to take a closer look at what we know and also just share my thoughts as an AMD investor, but also as an Nvidia investor. So let's get started. Right off the bat, we are seeing reports that it did seem like it came from Bloomberg that Microsoft is helping finance AMD's expansion into AI chips. And this is overall kind of helping, it's kind of causing this stock to jump up dramatically. There is this tweet that says that Microsoft is working with AMD both on Microsoft's own AI GPU, codenamed Athena, and also bolstering AMD's own effort to become a second supplier of GPUs apart from Nvidia, and sources tell Dina and Ian King, I believe, who are both part of the Bloomberg tech group. So this is pretty interesting, especially for the AI market. Let's just take a closer look at Nvidia right now. So Nvidia is down roughly 1% at the end of the day. Nvidia is still the king here, or holds the crown here when we take a closer look at GPU markets. Even with this collaboration, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily, these are my thought process, right? As an Nvidia investor, I wouldn't be too worried in forms of them losing too much market share. As an AMD shareholder, it gets me excited, but not for the GPU market. There are other industries where AMD is also entering that I believe can benefit Microsoft dramatically. So overall, first, let me explain some of those other AI solutions that AMD is entering. I believe it was during CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in January. AMD announced the Ryzen 7040 series, which is a processor for the laptop market. Here, they introduced that it will be featuring the Ryzen AI. For those not familiar, the Ryzen AI is an integrated solution on x86 processors that are meant to help AI processing and kind of do AI solutions. So I think this is another thing that Microsoft can actually be getting from AMD to some illusion, or kind of collaborating in the future, right? We do know that Microsoft is trying to include or kind of create all these numerous AI applications for their Microsoft suite, for all their products. And they might want to have some of those, they might not want to run all that process in the cloud, right? That might be not be cost effective for them. Instead, they might want to run some of those backgrounds in the hardware side of a laptop or of a desktop. And I believe something like the AMD Ryzen AI can really help out with stuff like that. So in my mind, when I first saw this news, I thought that Microsoft might be working with AMD to kind of get this dedicated AI engine into more than just the 7040, right? It can be something that goes maybe on their main core products as well, on their main Ryzen lines and other type of Ryzen processors as well. So I think this is just me thinking as an AMD investor, as a kind of tech semiconductor investor, that there is an opportunity for Microsoft to be able to really bring out their consumer products at a cost-effective way, and kind of helping that out by getting more hardware in your laptops, in your computer, thanks to this AMD Ryzen AI dedicated system. So I think that's the first thing we kind of saw from their presentation in January. I definitely talked about it, where AMD Ryzen is going to help with things like dedicated hardware that makes AI multitasking possible, things with like experiences, being able to kind of do background reductions in video like I'm doing right now, eye contact corrections and stuff like that. So I think this is one way that AMD can win. We can probably see a bigger play here in the CPU market with their Ryzen AI chiplet.
Discover the world of semiconductors without getting lost in the technical jargon. My new membership offers a perfect balance for investors looking to understand this exciting market. Using my electrical engineering knowledge and experience, I will release weekly exclusive videos ranging from quick 5-minute 101s to in-depth analysis, covering not just popular chip stocks, but aiming to explore every public semiconductor. Plus, join a private community of like-minded investors. Finally, I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for their subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
Now, the second thing that we did here is that Microsoft is creating their own chip. We kind of covered it about a month ago. Microsoft was reportedly working on Athena, which was going to be a chip to overall help with AI processing on its clouding side. I don't necessarily believe this is going to be a GPU. I think it's going to be very similar to what Google has and to what Amazon have. They have like more market specific or workload specific chip, right? We know the tensor processing unit by Google is mainly a chip that is used for certain AI workloads, right? It's not meant for general purpose. I do believe Microsoft wants to do something similar. They want to create chips that are great for specific workloads to overall help their data center market. And I think teaming up with AMD might be the best way because AMD definitely has a great team. And obviously that partnership with them is going to grow bigger. At the end of the day, this is going to be something that takes time. So I know at the end, Nvidia is, if they don't know about stuff like this, they probably go to Microsoft and they're like, hey, if you're working with our competitor here in the GPU market, we're going to have to make some grounds if you want to continue to maybe purchase some more of our products, especially as you're pushing into this AI market. So I do believe that everybody from AMD, from Microsoft, from Nvidia are kind of understanding what's happening here, and they're all making sure that there's enough money going around from Microsoft for both AMD and Nvidia. So I wouldn't say this is more of a bearish case for Nvidia at the moment. Obviously that could change. I do believe this is more of a bullish case for AMD as they are going to continue to kind of grow into this AI market. The other thing is we did see that during their earnings call, AMD did mention that they have created an AI team to overall help improve their software solutions in their hardware and optimize libraries and other aspects, other frameworks in the software market. So teaming up with Microsoft one way or another, I think is another great way to kind of improve those software solutions. So I think this is a really big win for AMD, even though we don't know where exactly it's going to go, but there's definitely some great opportunities like the optimization of their software, the optimization of increasing this AI chiplet design into more than just the Ryzen 7040 series, which is a laptop processor, and the opportunity for them to work with Microsoft in creating some form of unique chips for that company. So I mean, I definitely want to get more news, but that's the main reason the stock price is up. It does seem like the stock is cooling a little bit. I don't know if it deserves a 10% growth. That's probably about a $14 billion growth in market share just because of Microsoft financing. I don't think it's as simple as finance. I definitely believe there's more and would definitely like to hear more about it in the future. There are other tweets that AMD has responded, and they have said that, hey, they are not commenting on speculations right now. Hopefully we hear a little bit more news in the next coming days. So take care, have a good day, and see you next time.